Iraqi constitution with the help of the Iraqi elected parliament members. The last term in the Iraqi constitution was that Sharia law and Islamic law would triumph over all the above terms of the constitution. So basically, no matter what they wrote above, it is Sharia law will be the law of the land. Islam and democracy are not compatible. People always ask me, Brigitte, what can I do?
I'm glad you're talking about that, because we've only got a few minutes left in the program, and that is important. What do we do as Christians?
What do we do as Christians? First of all, we need to be educated
as
Americans. And second, because we are short on time, I want to send everyone to our website, actforamerica.org. Act for America. Action. It's not enough to pray. We can pray, but God uses His people to make a difference. We can read our Bible. We can love our enemy. We can pray for our enemy. We can be tolerant to our enemy. We must be kind to our enemy. This is what Jesus said. Whoever slaps you on your right cheek, you turn the other cheek. Honor your neighbors. Love your neighbors. Be kind to your neighbors. Treat others the way you want to be treated. This is what we do. However, Jesus doesn't let people walk all over Him. Look what Jesus did when He walked into the temple and was very upset with the merchants. God uses our body as the temple of the Holy Spirit. And God does not ask us to sit back and allow others to trample over our body, the temple of the Holy Spirit, in disrespect for God's name, because we represent His name on earth. And when we are dealing with an enemy, God did not say, let them walk all over you, let them disrespect you, let them disrespect your religion. It is our duty to inform others about the love in our religion, about the respect in our religion, and let our light shine through as Christians, as people who do not harbor hate, as people who make it very clear that we can talk about news facts, that we can talk about education, but throughout all this educating, we cannot hate. We must love and we must understand, but we must stand strong and courageous and sound the alarm. It is the least we can do as Christians, is to sound the alarm against something evil. And I believe, David, we as Christians, or Buddhists, or atheists, or secularists, or Jews, regardless what our religion is, must unite together and fight Islamofascism. I ask everybody watching us to go to our website, actforamerica.org. Sign up to receive our emails and action alerts. It's a free subscription. What we are doing is we are mobilizing our nation, setting up chapters nationwide. At this point, we have over 355 chapters in 40 states with thousands of members.
And you do what there?
We educate the public on the action steps they can take. For example, did you know that if you are over 55 years old in America today as a senior citizen, you can attend...
Be careful now.
You can attend any university course free of charge. We want people to sign up to attend Middle East study courses and political science department courses. And your job there as a patriotic American is to set the record straight when the professor is lying and giving those young students who are 18 and 19 years old lies about history that the students do not know how to stop because they can get bad grade if they challenge the professor. But you can, as a patriotic American. This is something that doesn't cost you money. You can do in the evening. We give so many tips like this. What we basically want to do, we want to mobilize our nation to basically, we provide them with bills that are presented on the floor of the House regarding national security, and we only focus on national security, no other topic, because I believe the American public wants to know when there's a bill affecting them and our national security, and want to be able to pick up the phone and call their elected official and say, please support this bill and protect us and protect the interest of America. Many information like this on the website, free subscription. We want to mobilize the nation. It is time to act. Prayer alone does not do it. We need to combine prayer with action.
Right. Well, it's like the word says, faith without works is dead.
Exactly.
We need to put some works behind our faith.
Exactly.
And it doesn't mean becoming like others. It means doing something, though, not sitting back and doing nothing.
You know, in my book I say, in the last 100 years, people stood by and have done nothing allowing evil to prevail. As America stood up against and defeated Nazism and communism, this is the time when we as Americans need to stand up and defeat Islamofascism, hatred, bigotry, and intolerance in the name of Islam.
I believe that. I'll tell you what, it's been pretty exciting here these last few days with Brigitte. I hope that you'll please go to the website, become a part of Act America Now.
Act for America.
Act for America Now, and we're going to be right back. Our announcer's coming with a very important message, and I hope you're going to act on what he has to share with you right now. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, terrorism is a big threat to us, you know. My son got caught in the World Trade Zone. I have a very, very personal issue about terrorism.
On today's program, you've heard from Brigitte Gabriel, an Arab Christian survivor of Islamic terrorism. Brigitte has appeared worldwide on countless radio and TV programs as an expert on the dangers of Islamic terrorism. You've seen her on CNN, Fox News, Hannity and Combs, Fox and Friends, and countless other media outlets. Call now to get your copy of her best-selling must-read book, Because They Hate. This book is a political wake-up call told through Brigitte, a victim of radical Islamic fundamentalism in Lebanon. You will be deeply moved by her story. As a 10-year-old, her home was bombed. She hid in an underground bomb shelter for 7 years with lack of water and food, as angry militant Muslims hunted and killed all Christians in her community. In addition to her inspiring story, this book helps you understand that Islam is not a peaceful religion. Islam not only condones violence, but commands it. The United States and Europe are targets of Islam. Radical Islam will stop at nothing until they dominate every non-Muslim nation. This book has been read and studied by law enforcement and military agencies worldwide. It shares what you can do to help keep the terrorists from making you a victim. When you call, you will also receive this eye-opening DVD, Islam, What the West Needs to Know. It unmasks the true Islamic agenda. You can no longer pretend that Muslims live on the other side of the world. Through this DVD, you will learn the truth that the media refuses to tell you.
The Quran contains no guarantee of paradise except for those who slay and are slain in the cause of Allah.
Kill them when you see them, wherever you find them. This is not an allegoric kill. It's a literal kill.
I wish to become a martyr for the sake of Allah and to kill some of the Jews and infidels.
This is the question that the West needs to understand. What part of kill don't they understand?
Politics, negotiations, guns, bombs, and violence will not change a person's heart. Only the love of Jesus Christ can accomplish that. That's why at the Inspiration Ministries, we have an evangelism outreach to Muslim people around the world. It's called A Muslim Journey to Hope. It's the hope that Jesus Christ brings that changes hearts. We're asking you today to come alongside us and be a part of reaching 1.6 billion Muslims around the world with the life-transforming power of the gospel. If you call right now with your financial seed of $50 or more, we'll also include this insightful chart that gives you a quick side-by-side comparison of the fundamental differences between Islam and Christianity. You can help reach Muslims across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East with the life-changing power of the gospel. Muslim people write to tell us they are watching the Inspiration Network International in the security of their own homes on their satellite dishes and coming to Christ. Your gift will reach millions and make a difference. Call now for your DVD, What the West Needs to Know About Islam, the book Because They Hate, and the comparison chart on Islam and Christianity. Your financial seed of $50 will reach Muslims across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East with the life-changing power of the gospel. Call now.